Alright, that took a while. Let's go with the knight f3. I don't know, I have to schedule like extra 30 minutes always just to for the wait for the game. So e6, I guess that's a lot of flexibility. Let's go c4. Maybe they'll do d5 and try to get it into a Queen's Gambit lines there. Alright, how would we go about it? I could go here and play some kind of a Catalan style, but e3. I think I'll e3 it. Just defend this and I guess black's fine here too. Okay, b3, put this here. I don't know what to call this anymore. Some kind of a bit of Reti-ish, but who knows. Maybe I'll play d4 eventually, but stick this here and this somewhere and then castle and think what to do with the d pawn later on. No d4s, no tricks on the diagonal where you have to be always a little bit careful. Let's just consider trading the bishops for a second. I don't think it's in my interests. Since the knight is a bit flimsy here and I feel like the bishop is reasonably strong on this diagonal, so just put it there and be happy. Like if they take and then I then would have ended up on a3. It's not good there. Alright, now it's probably a hard decisions ahead for white. So I actually have to set up or decide how am I gonna put my pieces or the pawns. Like if I play d4, then I'm gonna cement the bishop that I was so proud of. Oh, maybe if I was really smart, I would think about this with the idea that we are gonna play d4 and don't care about the bishops at all. Or I don't know if that's good either, but would have been a nice thing to figure out beforehand. Alright, so could play d3, go for this kind of setup and keep this guy open. Of course, it makes this a little unhappier. We could just play d4, knight somewhere, bd2, c3, bishop here. Okay, if we were really crazy, we could think about some g4 nonsense. Just since the bishop is open up there, I feel like it's a little too out there. Maybe bishop here, just point everybody towards there. Are we set up to attack? Who knows? Rook g1, g4. h3, g4. Or just g4. I feel like if I did this and they took and I played the rook here, they can even maybe just put the bishop here and like say that if I take and they'll take with the queen even. Maybe, at least maybe the knight would be a little awkward. Anyhow. Other moves, knight here, bishop here. Guess I could still fianchetto, play some d3. Bishop b2 would be like a solid. My annoying thing is that I don't really know where or how black's gonna continue. Maybe they'll play some c5 and then... But even that's not really hinting about d4. Maybe they play c5 and knight c6 and go for d4. Kind of like a Benoni. Not only kind of like exactly like a Benoni. But that's a long time and we could always at some point throw in the d4. I feel like my bishop wants to be here. But I don't see how I want it to be there with the pawn on d2. I feel like I'm gonna go for this eventually anyways, d4 and bishop here and I guess also if I put the bishop there, then I have to kind of take with the bishop if they ever take. I mean, if I've been wasting time 4 minutes thinking about nonsense. Just put the bishop to e2 and be happy about it. It's the most non-committal move I can figure out. If c5 we can maybe always just take and push there. Or like I said, they're not really threatening anything after c5, since that's not doable. Knight b d7. So they're just playing some kind of a queen's gambit declined setup. Not caring a one thing about what I'm doing here. Or I guess we should actually think. I don't think the knight's going here. Nor it's not really. I guess that and there could be some kind of a move. After I play some, let's say this would be a actual threat if I use, for instance, d4 to kick the knight out here. Then it's a bit well placed there. It's not that well placed if he just moves it there and then I play d3 and say go away. Guess we could, if knight goes there, we could say b4 and then go away. And then go away more. Make it jump around. Okay, that's like... Okay, maybe something in like bishop b6 and bishop b7 is more realistic anyways. Let's castle and worry about things later on. See where black's gonna go. Maybe if this goes here, then we could think about again taking, and usually it's well, since black setup is reminding me of the queen's gambit declined, usually in the Tartakova variation where the bishop after b6 we take it when we don't mind opening the bishop up this way anymore, since they have already committed the b6 and the weaknesses of the Persian. Of course they could take here with anything. What else could we do? d4 again. Maybe some kind of a complete symmetry almost. Not really threatening to go here and here, or it makes any sense either. Could bring the knight out there. Where to put this knight, I suppose. I'll just take it. I'll just take it. Because I like it that if they take with the pawn, maybe we can have some fun with the f5 square. That's a typical square. And then the bishop is kind of maybe stuck there looking after that. Oh, and let's do it instantly maybe. Just because I noticed this square there. Looks tempting. I don't mind taking this bishop away. And there's no time to play the rook e8, bishop f8 stuff where we hide out. So I just want the bishop. Give me the bishop. I feel like black would probably be okay if they had the rook here, and they could just take the bishop away and then maybe play the g6 to kick the knight away. Guess they could try to preserve it here. But yeah, here I think it's now, even though this looks lovely, knight on f5, but this is just going away next move, and then we're gonna get kicked out. And I don't think I can like benefit from this anymore, so I should just take it, and now, before it's too late, let's do it. I mean, it looks really good there, but eventually it's gonna get kicked out. Of course, g6 would have weakened things up a little bit, but maybe the bishop then comes here and black's probably fine. Alright, so now there is no d4s yet. I was thinking of something here, but this is well covered at the moment. But eventually maybe. Also, if I play knight c3, then maybe d4 could be a move. I guess knight would actually defend this, so maybe still not. Something really stupid would be to take here and then play the d4. And I don't want to play d4 while my bishop is here, but it feels a little weird that I spent a lot of time gaining the bishop pair just to trade it off again. And I'm not really sure that's I mean, it would be a decent looking position with us having the so-called better bishop against their bishop that's a bit locked out. I mean, that actually would make a little sense to me. c5s at some point though. I mean, I'm not completely against that. Could stick the bishop somewhere. But yeah, I still haven't figured out where to stick this guy. Guess we could play d3, not only taking away this square, but maybe we want to put the knight here and here. And then it's like a avoiding confrontation with c5 also. But we're not here. And also we're not blocking the bishop up with d3. Yeah, actually like d3 is semi-like it. I feel like the knight has more prospects on here than it was ever doing on c3. Alright, so now maybe if I go knight here, there is the possibility of d5, d4, and I'd have to play e4, which might be okay. But then they kind of opened up this a bit. It's of course blocked by my pawns, but they definitely shut down my stinking bishop here. I think I'll just defend my bishop, so in my thinking we stop that by having the bishop defended, so we can always just take it. I mean, it still maybe can make sense at some point, but at the moment it's a pawn sack at least. Could I somehow sneak another knight there? That takes a lot of effort. Maybe I could put the bishop here. I was thinking about that a little bit earlier, but just also take away the knight square. Alright, I guess they are kind of saying that we could do it now. We could do it. Okay, let's... Well, I guess that's not really Bishop f3, there's knight e5. I have g3 played, so I could stick that there and there. I don't want to play d4 still. I mean, I guess we could play it in some hopes that we'll take there and give them the hanging pawns, and maybe bishop pair against hanging pawns would be nice. Or maybe the knight here, just allow it, play e4. There's some square here they might take away. I guess we could also just take it once, and it might be a little vulnerable since it attacked already once. We do open up the bishop. There is no knight g4 yet. This kind of ideas. So maybe we just take and stick the knight somewhere. Maybe here, some idea that if they go there and there. Also, maybe there is the idea of d4 soon and maybe trying to pressure the c5. Don't think they are really... Well, maybe they are, but let's go rook c1. I don't know about this move. It's kind of getting nervous by thinking too long, and I'm getting a little low. Maybe we could have used the rook as well, some kind of a... Or the a-pawn as a battering ram, and the rook could be useful behind it. And also maybe some supporting the bishop a3s. Alright, maybe they are now threatening to go there. Not really. Maybe they are going for my pawn. Perhaps. We could push now, while there is the knight to attack there, right? Well, let's do it now. I'm not sure it's the right way to go about it, but... At least as far as I understand, they cannot go there. So knight must have to... Well, white knight goes somewhere else. And maybe I'll stick the bishop there and start to pressure this. I mean, I guess that would be okay. There are some ways in. I mean, this is not the undecent diagonal either if you take there and give them the hanging pawns. Could go here. Are they threatening anything? I don't know. I'm just gonna go for the pawn. Stacked now 3 times, defended twice, so maybe they have to go here. Maybe. Could harass the other rook. Don't really want to move the knight and allow this. Could take once and then stick the knight there, but that's like it's not really doing anything. Go harass that rook. Okay, let's play a weird move. Knight here, here, here. It does lose the e4, like I said. I don't want to do it, but if they go here, I'll just challenge the knight instantly and don't mind doubling these pawns. There's no takes there. Okay, that I don't really understand. Because they're upping the defense of c5, so maybe queen can move. Now it's defended 4 times. So then one of the points of our protecting a weak point is that now that everybody's defending it, they're also everybody's free to move now, and it's still adequately defended. So if you have only 3 attackers and 3 defenders versus 3 attackers, then the defenders are kind of stuck, since if you move anyone, you lose the defense. But if you have 4, then technically they are all now free to move. Not that there are any pawn moves, for instance, makes sense. No. It's a square. It's probably not very useful square, but it's a square. Could think here, we could think here. Two kinds of pins. Maybe something like this would be an actually really cool pin, since it's trying to eliminate 2 defenders of the c5 at the same time. That I take, the knight dies and the queen gets off here. Of course, black has ways to deal with it, but it's a try. Alright, so the pawn is unpinned. Could we go here anyhow? Guess we could steal a pawn here, right? Okay, there's some ways like knight f8 maybe to hold on. But it's a bit unpleasant. Maybe this was better. I mean, maybe it doesn't matter which way I do it. Knight spin to a rook, neither way. Knight f8 might be okay. Whereas I don't think I want to ever really take, since they just take it and... Or maybe take with the rook. Boom. So takes. I guess I could offer a queen trade, maybe. Maybe they're at the moment also maybe threatening to take there. I don't know. I'm gonna make a random h3. Don't ask me why. Oh no, that's not good. That's probably not good. I feel like they could have gotten out of dodge there. Can I go queen here and trade? Can they take here? If I take here, they can take here. There's no longer pin, so they can take there with the knight and be fine. I don't know. Let's use this knight to do something. I don't know what it does here, but I'm gonna stick it there and be semi-happy about it. I don't really know. Just wanted the queen maybe to get off here so I can retake with the queen and keep the pawn isolated if they ever take here. And I guess it does support at some attack on d5. What I wanted to do is somehow trade the queen's free this square and then stick the knight here and there, threaten some horrible things around here, but just some kind of a queen trade, for instance. It's just, I think they just take there. I mean, it might be calculating wrong. I don't have enough time to think too long. Alright, so that seems like a good square. I could draw f4, but no. There's always chances we could go there and then attack g7 now. Which might be a little unpleasant with the pins going around. I guess they could always again take there at some point. Alright, so what about my original plan? Did it do anything? I don't know. Let's take it. I forgot that there is also now some potential against this after I take. Took there a little too fast. Doggammit. Can he really play g6 here? Maybe he can. That's disgusting. I don't have any good. I could go there, but I mean, both of these moves kind of deal with the g2. Maybe that's not that huge of a problem. But like, I don't. Oh, I did not think about that. That almost traps the queen. If I play f4, they have to go to g6. I don't know if this is smart, but let's do it. I don't think he can go there since I have g3, right? And everything is covered, so the queen is trapped, so this is the only move. Now we should be thinking about follow-up. Well, come up with fast. Come up with it fast. Oh, shoot. Time trouble. Trouble with the times troubles. I don't know. Let's offer a queen trade maybe. Bail out to the jail out. Somehow it gets always easier when it's on an endgame. Too many pieces. Make the poor brain confused. I don't think these are trapped. Of course, this is a little weird now, the backwards e-pawn. They could even push now since there is the pin. They could even push now. That is incompletely true. I can't really go here without allowing this, so... Okay, I'm gonna go here then. This might be too far. I mean, maybe it's doable, but I hope not. They still have their pins. The knight is now stupid though. This has completely gone wrong. This has completely gone wrong. Maybe they can do it. Maybe. I'll attack the bishop and then maybe block it and hopefully it dies. Of course they could just take and let's just do it. No f5s, I hope. So maybe that was a little too fast. Anyways, let's do it. I have to take that. So if I take here, they have 3 guys on this. But I still can take it right. Oh, there's on this guy too. Butch. Okay, let's close that side. If this comes here, I go here and I don't win my pawn back instant or win the pawn instantly. Maybe that was a horrible move. I should have definitely done something else. I should have done something else. Butch. Now they can take there. Take there, I'll take there. Hopefully that bishop and the is a little bit offline for a while. I mean, there's ways to deal. I could throw h5 at some point. They could even go knight there. Okay. That simplifies things, hopefully. Yeah, we take. I mean, that is actually a big threat, so they have to do something about that. We do still have the bishop there. Maybe if I could even play knight bishop f3 and g4 and try to lock the bishop up there. I don't know what to do. King f7 maybe. Could even throw in the check here. I think I'll throw in this one instead. Guess they could think about going there. Oh wait, they have this no rook c4s. Bishop h5. I was thinking that they can do g6 takes, and then take maybe with the knight or even with the bishop probably, and then take here. I'll take there. They take this one, or I'll take this one. They take with the knight, and they were tactically fine. Guess the rook technically could go here, could it? Or maybe it just goes there. Anywho. Could throw in the check here. Put the king to e8. Okay, let's do the check. Then play g4. King has to go right here. Guess we could keep on throwing those checks around. Has to go there. Okay, let's do this. Or maybe I should have done this first. I don't know. decent amount of time, and there is an increment, so I should not be hurrying too much. Maybe this is still unavailable since I have this here. That's good since it's not. I thought this break is better since it's more immediate. This is not really threatening anything. So if I go here, king has to go here, and then what does he do against rook e8 or d8? I don't. Knight has no squares, right? We are just straight up threatening it. And that is actual mate in one thread, so not to be ignored. Yeah, I thought maybe I can do the same thing against g6 maybe too. Yeah, probably. But maybe they could, at that point when this is not a mate thread, they could do some kind of a counterattack perhaps. I think I win a piece and move the bishop somewhere, but like if they moved g6 here, I do the same check, go here, right? Oh, crap, they moved. Oh, wait. Is this a mate? Well, it's not mate, but it wins more stuff, right? Could have just taken the rook here. And now we can just take the knight with the pawn. Bishop opened up. Good luck for black, or good news for black, but yeah, not only are they gonna lost already a piece, the rook's going to. I'm up a rook. Here we can do the cute move here, rook d7 with the guarantee a full rook and a piece. Where's the mate? Maybe we'll go back and there's the mate. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's not really mate, is it? But it's close though. I guess he's escaping this way and then the other way. Is there no mate really? That's annoying. That is truly annoying. I could go here and try this mate, but there's f6 and he runs. I mean, I could win in any move here. That doesn't hang a rook and the bishop at the same time. I don't want to even look at it anymore. Let's win the bishop somehow. Do I have to find the mates? Is this lame that I didn't find a mate? Oh, this is my mate. Oh, I guess this is not really a mate. Okay, let's do it this way. Now black king seems like it's a bit no prison cell here. All right, let's look at this nonsense. Open the database so we can see where we left the theory. All right, yeah, I knew G3 is probably the most common move, but I like E3, B3, Bishop B7, castles. All right, that's a little. Knight C3 is more common, but okay, this is even second most played. A lot of games by top guys. Ulf Andersson, cool. Okay, if you follow Ulf, you know you're doing it right. Ulf versus Sabo. Oh, here yeah. I thought that's appropriate time to take. Knight C D4. Let's see what Mr. Machine would do for black here. Just the bishop B7 like they did. Could they? Oh, yeah, there was double threat, yeah. So they can't really stop the knight going here without. I guess knight d5 it gives is actually stopping both this and that. F4 and can black go crazy with c5? I guess not, since that attacks the knight, so it's pretty bad losing a piece. Here it would even play. These are the moments I don't really understand at all. Why do you want to play b4? I understand it's not takeable because of this and that and that and that and that, but still, so it seems a little too fancy for your own good. I would just go here and just snap the bishop off and be happy life. Happy life. Alright, so they played bishop b7. I took the bishop this way. And yeah, computer agrees. You have to take it now. Because if you do something dilly-dallying here, let's say h3, then suddenly black's even better. Because this guy goes away. Let's keep dilly-dallying here, and they play g6 and kick us off, and I don't know where we go. Maybe back, maybe here. Okay, here we give the black more tempi, so let's go here. But even there it looks a little flimsy. I'm not saying that you should always take. Like this knight can be really good on f5. But here, since concretely they are about to save the bishop and then next kick you out, I think it's that you have to time it right. Like sometimes you have a nice cemented knight there, and it's worth gold. You don't want to trade it off. The bishop is, for instance, bad there. Yeah, took me a while to figure out. There is one game that has gone where white played d4. Probably okay idea too. Let's see what Mr. Machine does. Machine does knight c3 or d4. I was semi-happy with d3. Okay, it doesn't hate that either. But I like that we keep the bishop open and go out with the knight this way. I mean, okay, now computer says now you have to play d4, so yeah. Why did I play rook e1? Oh yeah, defend the bishop. I was looking at something like this and then maybe d4, and I can't take back, and since this guy dies, and this, even though it looks okay, like maybe you could try cement somehow knight square there. We do have a backwards pawn here, and the bishop just died here behind the pawn. And yeah, it's Still, at some point, maybe some f5s to break us down. Oh, and see, computer shows even that you can take advantage of the pin and stick the knight there. Right, so rook e1. Good. Again, computer says play d4, dude. Just play it. I had my idea, so I'm just sticking with it. Yeah, I thought this is well, it's an also natural looking move, but maybe could have done the a4 that I kind of wanted to do, maybe. Doesn't hate that idea either. Maybe we could do the rook, use the rook there. I mean, it's a different idea. I thought my plan was to at some point do the d4, but not before I get enough pressure on the c5. And now, yeah, this we got there with tempo. Of course they could take, but then we have fixed the isolated pawn there. Their bishop is bad. Our bishop is nice. I'd play this. Knight c6. Here I don't know. Computer shows that play bishop f5. Okay, I understand. I would probably consider just letting the bishop die, just to keep a good grip on d4. Claim advantage on based on this and that. Isolated pawn, blocking their bishop. Maybe it's thin, but it's something. But I guess the other point is that maybe if we go here and black just plays d4 and gets rid of their weakness and opens the bishop up, and suddenly it's anybody's game. Yeah, of course it's not ideal, but what can you do? Alright, so they went here instead. I did something, bishop here. Okay, I went with my plan. They defended c5. Then I probably started to go wrong. No. The knight f1 is in top of the computer moves. I don't really know what else to do. I want, well, this looks like a normal move, but then where are you really going? I mean, it would be okay. Thought this is at least it has some prospects. I kind of assumed they might go do this, but I would have, okay, computer says play f3, but I would play this. And if they take, I'm decently happy that I got rid of the knight. I was not sure what it does. And their knight is actually quite bad at the moment. Really bad. It's completely dominated by my pawns. Alright, so at least there is a hole there to try to sneak into. Okay, does it matter which way we go? Okay, computer just wants to go bishop b2. I went this side. Apparently maybe this side was still better for reasons. Say go here. Then we can take. And if you take back, you can take bishop takes, really? I have that in game. I'm really sick if I had that in game. Okay, so if we now take here, there's, yeah, this was just a better side. Because I don't think I can take now here. They just take away. There's nobody to pin here. On the other side, this rook's... yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Choose poorly. Choose poorly. Still good for white, but this would have been better probably. No, 1.4, 1.2. Okay, it doesn't probably make a difference. But at least this would have prevented the knight. So if I went here they cannot do knight f8, but they have to do something else like, well, just get out of the pin. And then we could think about stealing a pawn, which apparently is wrong. Okay, if they do it that way, then yeah, this would be great, but at that point, some random d4 counterplay. Alright, nobody can find this kind of nonsense. Okay, here I admit this move was like my clock is running and I don't have any plan, so let's just move something and maybe think on their time a little bit. They played this really fast, so that kind of failed. But also maybe, what was I considering here? Was I thinking that they could get out of this now? I mean, something like this I didn't want to happen. I thought this is fine for black. Apparently it's not. I was not sure about this. Okay, I see that there's a tactical reason. This is just a mate in 3. But this kind of stuff I was kind of scared about. But that's cool. That is cool. And then I guess we are fine if it's cool. Yeah, let's make a Luft. Oh, but then we just take here since there's a pin here. Alright, not so easy. Black life, not so easy. And also apparently this is not even the best move. We just take here and take here and take here and here and they take here, we can take here. Oh, queen e7. Because if the knight moves somewhere, we pick up the bishop at least. Or mate. Bing bang bong. Alright, so black's position is worse than I thought. Alright, so that was against. I was thinking that it's hard to defend g7. Here they could play g6. Yeah, I was thinking that they could play g6. Even though it looks horrible with the bishop bearing down here, somehow it just works. I mean, still white's better, but not dead. f6 is blunder. We have some move that wins here. Okay, this is not bad. Computer gives rook knight g3 or king h2. Rook e2. Okay, f4 is in top 10, top 4. Yeah, here you were just trapped, right? Yeah, this covers backwards. So I have to go here. And then something, I suppose. Probably my queen trade is definitely not the right way. Just knight g3. Big threat. Which apparently black can't do anything about. Queen h7. Get out of the way. But of course the queen is not really pretty. Then we could attack this guy. They defend. a4, a5, bishop c3. A rook here. No, we cannot kill that. Alright, yeah, big problems around. This was a bailout. Black's almost fine. Best move. Best move. Here f5 first. I guess the Pin is still there. And black's fine. Ouch. But yeah, d3 was a mistake then from black. And then I win a pawn by force. Okay, this is apparently hurrying up too much. Rook c1 instead. I don't really see a point. I guess the point is to stop c4 and counterplay. Oh, I wanted my pawn. And I was not supposed to take. I don't like it. The dude's just saying that move here, and there is no move here since we take. Then... yeah, I don't know if I like it. There's a lot to see. You don't have much time. That's a lot to see. Alright, this gives away all advantage. I just tried to bury the bishop here. But yeah, counter-attack. Counter-attack. But this was a mistake. They were supposed to just play knight fd7. Now I don't have takes. If I do something like this to defend this, they can king h8 I suppose. Just try to free the bishop. And yeah, I can't win it. But they takes. And now there is problems on the back rank. And that's a apparently big mistake. They were supposed to go rook e8. At least I can't enter there. Well, yeah, this is of course not ideal if you try to lock their bishop up, but then end up locking your bishop in. But at least here I don't have any tempo on the rook. Try to get the g4 in and free my bishop and keep this as locked in. But here we got to do it. And yeah. Okay, I could have probably gone here straight up. The knight is undefendable. Through a check, defended that. And yeah, I thought the g6 is a better one, but it doesn't help. Still check here, and rook d8 is fine. The knight is undefendable. But at least black gets some play here. Some. And yeah, maybe there is some actual threats to eat all the pawns. Yeah, the king is in a big danger, so probably they don't have time to go too crazy. But yeah, it's still not fun for black. Anyhow, let's see what the game happened. They played the different break. That's not really threatening to break anything since I can take. But yeah, the knight's dying. And this is cleaner than taking the exchange here. And still not taking the... oh, apparently this was made in 2. Missed that one. Okay. That would have been a cool one. Luckily everything was completely winning, so feel like I'm excused because everything is winning. You kind of relax when you know you are absolutely 100% winning. Here I tried to find a mate. Apparently this is the fastest. But okay, I thought about this, that this is a mate threat, but... Oh! Then I have the rook mate. That's how you do it. I thought that... I was thinking this move, but thought they can't escape this way, but yeah. Fine. No, I took it the long way around. Sue me. Anyways, that was semi-fun game. Not flawless, kind of messed up, but what can you do? Anyways, thanks everybody for watching, and until next time, bye bye.